Marshall will kick off to get the festivities started. On the move from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. So the last time these two got together, the nails were chewed down to the cuticles. It was a barn burner. Think we get another one of those, Jesse?
I certainly hope so, Reese. And I know that mental toughness is very cliche in all of sports, especially college football. And David, it's something that coaches are always harping on. But this is one of those games. The team that's most mentally tough at the end, they probably win.
Especially in rivalry games, especially in big moments, especially when there's more to it than just a game. So I think that this is something that who can focus, who can stay disciplined, who can stay tough and keep them block out all the noise.
And that was a really good job by the defense. Again, keeping everything in front of you in that situation, and now you're rewarded with the 3rd and long. So on this down, we'll see if they bring some pressure or if they lay back and play zone.
Makes the catch. It's Moore. Turns it on in midfield. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
A strike downfield. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. It's 1st and 10 from the 13. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. He's got it on the run. And he's in for the touchdown. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game, get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the 1st time. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So Marshall's offense has its first opportunity of the day. It's not often we focus on a matchup quite like this, but David, we have a couple of premier tight ends in this game.
And we've seen it recently, right? Ty Warren last year, Brock Bowers the year before. Like, you can build an offense around an elite tight end, and both of these schools do it. The speed, the playmaking ability, the versatility. Palmer, I bet you wish you had a guy like this you could throw to.
You're right, David. I played with a lot of NFL guys at tight end, but none of them were as dynamic as these two right here. And you're going to see them get the ball in a variety of ways. We're seeing offense change in college football. One of the biggest reasons is the versatility now at the tight end position, and these are two of the best in the entire country.
The give to the back. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Goodness, that happened fast. He was in the backfield before the ball was even snapped.
Oh, man, adrenaline pumping, heart beating a little faster. There is some intensity on that. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. And let's see what kind of ball plays this offense has ready. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
Wants to go up top on first down. Got his man on the right. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the second drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying off.
Now they've moved it just inside the 40. 1st and 10 from the 39. Looking to throw on first down. Deep shot for the end zone. And it's caught for the touchdown.
When you have so many playmakers on offense like they do, they can score quickly. You just saw it right there.
Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Fielded in the end zone. It's Lacey. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. The Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Looking downfield on first down. And a sack all the way back at the 5.
Well, the offense got themselves into trouble. They're back in their own end. It's an obvious passing situation, so the defense is just pinning their ears back, and they're trying to get after him. They could not allow him to escape, step up, get rid of the football. They take a sack very close to the goal line.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Follows a good block there, picks up 3s out to the 9. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Thundering Herd needing a ton of ground to get it to that first down marker. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. Marshall will be forced to punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He gets it away from his own end zone. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. And the offense back on the field, ready to dial up ball plays. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. That's caught. It's Moore. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening. Now on the move at the 28-yard line on first down. On the option. Now the toss. And the fourth option there is to throw it in reverse, and that's what happened on that one. Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Intercepted, big play, stops the drive. Right down the gut of the field. He's at the touchdown, Hurd! The defense gets it done with that huge interception return. It is one thing to come up with the interception. No, don't stop there. Turn it into a score.
Make a big play and don't be content. That's right. Go out and make an even bigger play, and he does it. He makes the pick and then takes it all the way back to the house. Looked like a wide receiver, for goodness sakes. Turning on the Jets, making the big play.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. On the run from inside his own 5. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. They'll go back to work on offense. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. Off play action on first down. Incomplete, and he threw that one up for grabs and into traffic, and fortunate to get it back.
Man, what a rough start for this quarterback. Already throwing one interception, throwing another ball in harm's way. They got to find a way to settle him down a little bit, maybe give him some easier throws, because his decision-making so far has not been good.
I don't know, man. If I'm on defense here and I'm watching the way my D-line's getting manhandled, I might have to put more guys in the box. I might have to sacrifice a safety and try to get more hats close to the line of scrimmage to slow this running back down, because the RPO game's been a problem.
Caught near the sticks. It's Moore. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered.
Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And they won't make the connection, going for the big play. Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning Turkey Bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollock off a little bit on a stage like this?
In our opening 10-play script, I would have had David Pollock cut blocked, maybe even double-team high load, chop blocked on every single play early.
Which is illegal, you bum. That's fine. But that's fine. You know what? I guess in retaliation to that, we would have just roughed the passer over and over, taking the 15-yard penalty. That's what's fun about this, Reese. It's petty. It's sometimes it crosses the line of dirty, but that's why rivalries are so fun.
Don't even think about sending the special teams out on 4th down and 3. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Oh, he was hoping to make something out of that return, but they'll have it first down at the 39.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent, but he's making bad decisions.
Marshall takes over the ball, the thundering Herd offense coming out. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Grabbed in the middle, it's Norton. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play, because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
They're going to run it. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3. Marshall comes to the line way behind the sticks here on 2nd and long. The play action fake. Just a little off. Incomplete. Marshall needs a near miracle on this 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41.
You gotta love edge rushers. These guys in 4-3s, they are guys that can penetrate, get in the backfield. Watch the right end get in there so quick. Does a great job rushing the quarterback, knowing when he gets there how to get that dude on the ground. Give me my sack.
Marshall will be forced to punt. Takes it on the return. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. They'll start this drive going to the air. Got it in the middle, it's Moore. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's 3rd best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
Motion from the back. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. Caught near the sticks. It's Moore. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. You saw it right there on that play.
Wants to throw again. Grab near the marker. It's Moore. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. We're off to a fast start here. Offenses are humming as we're in the final minute of the first quarter. It's a draw. Found that crease, and they knock him down after a pickup of 5 to the 32. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. The offense changing the play. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Snagged on the outside, it's Morris. Hey, this running back's got some sweet feet, not only to run, but to get a foot down in bounds.
Got that toe down. The foot was just small enough, Reese, to get that puppy down. But running backs, man, you can do so much with these guys and their speed and their athletic ability and trying to get the ball to them as many ways as you can.
Finds his man, it's Moore. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. This offense needs to avoid getting in its own head, getting domed up with its play calling in the red zone. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D.
Really nice job by the defender knocking that one away in man coverage. And he knew coming into this one that he was going to get attacked and they were going to throw his way. So he's showing you right now. He is dialed in, locked in. Really nice job on that coverage.
Using the quick game. They make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. into it and open the second period. Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Bulldozes his way through. Goes out of bounds, but they'll be set up with a 1st and goal. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. And yes, he's in the end zone for the touchdown.
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is, gets in the end zone, gets 6.
On to attempt to try. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive and finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
They stop him after a 6-yard run out to the 24. He'll throw on 3rd down. Pocket breaking down. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection. Marshall will be forced to punt. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Makes a move. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. So guys, we'll get another look at this offense. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. He is stopped at the 47-yard line, and that's not nearly enough to move the chains. They kick it away on 4th down. And the punt hits at the 8 and goes into the end zone for the touchback. Marshall takes over the ball, the Thundering Herd offense coming out. They didn't get much done the last time they had it to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. They'll knock him down after a 6-yard gain to the 27. Marshall might go for a big play here on 2nd and short. They'll move the wide receiver. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. When you've already sent your punter out 4 times, at least he knows he's going to get his varsity letter, and his leg might get a bigger workout if they don't convert. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. Marshall will be forced to punt. This will be the 5th kick of the night. Makes the catch and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. And the offense takes the field, ready to go back to work. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead, Carter.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so we got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
Or will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Pulls and fires it complete to the right. Breaks into the open. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on. And after that pitch and catch, he's already over 200 yards, and we're in the first half, Jesse.
Man, Reese, he's dialed in right now. He's really doing a nice job seeing the field, reading coverages, and finding his open guy.
Pulls and throws off the RPO. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Offense gets set for second down. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Might be changing the route. Wants to throw it. A shot toward the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he got that extra point through. No slipping on the snow. It was good. A very efficient five-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quick.
Well, I know he was struggling to get going early in this game. That right there, though, was easily his best run so far. And this is one of the more talented running backs you're going to see in the entire nation. They need more runs like that to get this offense going if they're going to win this game.
There he goes. Just steamrolling the defense. Run out of bounds just before he could get it into the end zone, and now they're set up first and goal.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
And he'll be stopped for no gain, still sitting at the 3-yard line. Got nothing last time, now second and goal from the 3. He'll pull it on the read. Big time play by the defense, he'll lose 4. It's third and goal and third and long. Wants to go up top. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And they'll send out the field goal unit. He'll line it up from 34 yards out. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. That cuts the lead down to 28-10.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. We'll see the offense make its way onto the field here, hoping for a successful drive. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. He spins that thing down the middle. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down.
Well, they hooked up already once for a score today, so the quarterback's going back to him again deep down the field, but it falls incomplete.
The give to the right. Shakes off the defender. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard.
Great running backs consistently make people miss, and he did a really good job of breaking one tackle, but he couldn't do it to the next, and to the next, and to the next. The offensive line going to have to do a lot better job giving him some more space so he can get out in the open field and make some plays for this offense.
And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. The punt team makes its way onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and see what he can get. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. Marshall takes over the ball, the Thundering Herd offense coming out. They're going to have to be more aggressive in this drive. You can't expect to win this one, David, kicking field goals.
No, especially when you're trailing. You got to have a little more urgency and maybe a little more aggressiveness, Jesse, and field goals are not going to get it done down the stretch.
Yeah, you're going to have to take some shots, no doubt. Bottom line, when plays present themselves, you just simply got to make them.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to the big tight end. Finds his man. It's Payne. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. To the air on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Lacey. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
That receiver found the open space in the zone coverage, and as a defense, honestly, you just throw your hands up on that because they covered it pretty well. It was just a good play call and really nice execution.
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. Back to throw, it's Turner. Pressure coming. And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack.
How about this defense in this game so far? Already 5 sacks, and we're only in the second quarter. I think if you're the offensive coordinator, you have got to start mixing up these play calls, moving the pocket, get your quarterback away from danger because it's obvious. This offensive line, they cannot hold up, and they cannot get it done.
Marshall will be forced to punt.
And as an offense, that's just why you cannot get behind the sticks in these types of situations. 3rd in California is hard to complete and is hard to convert for anybody. And even though the running back is able to do something positive on that 3rd down play, it's just too many yards to gain, and now they're forced to punt.
They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Gets the back moving. The RPO, fire complete to the left. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. They bring the punter onto the field now. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. With the question as to whether he can feel his fingers at this point, fair catch is wise in the middle of this snowy, cold weather. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Looking for a man, it's Turner. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. So now it's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Here's a heat. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
This quarterback is thinking to himself, I need to get an NIL deal at some restaurant so I can take my offensive line out and feed them more, because I don't think they like me very much right now. I've been sacked 6 times in this game. It's time to get that new NIL deal paycheck.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. Marshall will be forced to punt. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Perhaps feeling that coverage coming, signals for the fair catch and makes it at the 25. And the offense heads out onto the field to get the drive started. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be
going downfield for the big play. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Gives it to the back on the draw. So runs like that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35. These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. 3rd and short from the 45. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. And the 3rd down pass is knocked away by the knee.
3rd and short like that on your own side of the field. You're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
Trying to play a little field position with that high punt. Got to be extra careful in cold weather like this. He'll signal for the fair catch and make it between the snowflakes. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see just how aggressive they'll be. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Here's the pressure. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
Unfortunate with that incompletion. The quarterback and his intended target not on the same page.
Just enough time for one final play of the half. Looking downfield, it's Turner. Heaves it deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotions, and they were on full display in that first half. And the standout player on the defensive side of the ball has been that boogeyman back there at safety. They try to run it, he's filling the holes. They try to throw it, he's either picking them off or trying to take dudes' heads off. Good luck making adjustments. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. Just about set to get this second half underway.